I just played in the first ever Esports Nations Cup. Think of the World Cup with all the nations competing, except it's in video games like League of Legends, Valorant, Rocket League, Counter-Strike, and all the other competitive titles. And just like in the World Cup, there are qualifier rounds all around the world before the main stage starts. I played in the Western European qualifiers, which has 2 spots available for the main stage for all of Western Europe. Now, there are teams all around the world that have really strong players like Poland, America, China, Korea. All these teams got direct invites, so they don't actually have to play in the qualifiers, which is good because that means I didn't have to compete against them. Now, the problem is I'm from Iceland, one of the smallest countries in the world with a population of less than 400,000. This means that we don't have any pro teams, we don't have any pro players, and we don't have any money. The closest thing we have to a pro player is me. I'm a former collegiate esports athlete where I played League of Legends for Ole Miss with a scholarship. These days you might see them in the NACL, they're doing great. But still, if you subscribe and stick around till the end of the video, you might see that Iceland has a chance to compete on the big stage. I'm gonna go through the highlights of all the games we played in the qualifiers. But before we do that, I want to introduce you guys to Team Iceland, which is in the top lane, Böinados, which means can of beans. Icelandic hero, yours truly. Sigyn V2, our mid laner. Chris Toot, our AD carry. And Cat Maniac, which is our support, and also Sigyn V2's older brother. Also, shout out to my friend from America, Alexio, who is our coach, and our subs, Nero and Meowki. Now, all the Icelandic players on the roster are masters on EUS, okay? They vary in LP, but they all are masters, so they're great players. The problem is, they do not have any competitive experience outside of the Icelandic League, which is not the most prestigious league in the world, because it includes like the 50 league players that live in Iceland. Now, for our first matchup, we were up against Team Portugal. Portugal, however you want to say it. My mixed Icelandic American accent gets confused when I say Portugal, but yeah, Portugal. Anyway, their roster is Papitiro in the top lane, Time in the jungle, Baka in the mid lane, Flicker in the bot lane, and Obstinatus as their support. Before going into this matchup, I had heard of Obstinatus because he does play in the NACL, which is the same league that my old school plays in. But I hadn't really heard of the other players. But let me tell you guys, these guys have experience. They're not LEC experienced, but multiple of these players have played in academy teams for LEC teams like BDS Academy, MKOI Academy, and Giants X Academy, I think. So these guys are no joke, okay? They have been playing competitive League of Legends at almost the highest level in Europe. And yeah, we're Icelandic. That's pretty much we're Vikings. Now let's get into the match. It did start off pretty good.
Right, they're going to be constantly looking to engage and play in our jungle, whatever, right? We have Maokai, we can check things, but we need to escort our team together. Just keep that in mind with how we play. We have good scaling, we always have a win con. Yeah, that's mainly it gameplay wise. So pathing down, I assume.
Yeah, pathing down. I just don't want you guys to get cheese level 1. You know, it's the best of 1, so like pretty smart to send their mid laner bot.
We just chill.
Game started off pretty standard. And just as our nerves were finally settling, their jungler farmed 3 camps and wrapped all the way around the mid lane, catching us completely off guard.
Það ekki wolves. Oh my god. Vá, hann hljóp hringinn. Crazy.
Ég er samt fyrstur í river. Við erum með prio.
Við erum með health advantage bot.
But even with that, our bot lane had priority, which gave me enough space to secure the scuttle. And I noticed something important. He had skipped a camp.
Ég reyndi að veita grompu minna að ganga mitt aftur.
It wasn't much, but it gave me a small lead.
Ríkola. Ég veit að merki, hann Ríkola. Hann hérna.
But on my second clear, that's when the pressure really started to build. Portugal didn't just invade. They sent multiple members straight into my red side jungle.
Ég er bara að reyna
Ég er að koma. 4v5.
Ok, ég fann tilbaka.
Já, ég ætla
We
hana.
managed to defend the initial invade with help from my support, but it cost us and it didn't feel good.
Ég
Það er
ætla
að
ekki
reyna mig hér með Talíu.
strax, sko.
Þú verður að
Já,
flasha út.
Talía level 6.
Ég get múa núna.
Getur við playað það slow svo?
Vill jag playa það?
Nei, fara bara mynd. Þeir eru að eiga tíma. Bara,
Skal við tjarra hann nýra hérna?
Ég er á ward, ég bara... Mér er snótaður.
Jarvan er bot.
Still, we stabilized. Another full clear, and the enemy team ganked our bot lane, but we did hit level 6 with no major losses.
Botlein er miss. Not geti komið úr base mid.
Now we had our ultimates. For a moment, it felt like we were in a good spot. But on the other side of the map, their top laner, their team captain, was slowly taking over. It felt like a ticking time bomb, and things weren't gonna get any easier for me either. As I moved into my bot side jungle for my third clear, I saw them invading me again.
Þeir séu aftur.
Ég er með það?
Ég er með smite.
En-
Þeir eru að starta reddinu mínu. Nei, ok. Getur við bara ekki vera þannig? Ekki fara.
Ég get múa eftir
Við erum
smá.
vortað yfir hann að vegg.
But this time, we were ready.
Tjarra hann og flash.
Ég til ég að fæta bara við.
Já. Já, ég dig.
Ef þeir halda áfram. Er þið tilbúinir?
Nice boys.
Ég er á...
Play slow. Get out.
Já.
Bara, við erum allir low.
Ég
Ok,
Vel gert,
alltaf
vel
þetta
gert.
stegg. Nice, well played.
er bara að vera kombinir þegar þeir ætla að spila með no flash.
Ok, við þurfum bara að chilla núna, við þurfum að ná ult á Mákai.
Já, ég vil bara fara bort.
Við getum spilað í kringum mig núna þegar ég ekki með ult. Ég þarf að recolla, ég er með 2k. Ég er ógeðslega fett. Ég er með Triforce.
I was able to secure the Void Grubs and complete another full clear. And at this point, I felt really strong. So naturally, I wanted to fight.
Ég er hérna by the way, ég er með ógeðslega fett.
Ég tala ekki til hófur hann
Það er
núna.
að hugga, ok, ég er að koma.
4 bot.
Þetta er ulta þá, ó, þeir eru 4 bot. Ég eitthvað alveg kannski
Spila þetta slow. Ég er komin út.
Ah, my bad.
But they had the numbers advantage. And this mistake really cost us.
Við erum að dæfa bot.
Með vett.
But we weren't going to give up that easily. As soon as my ultimate came back up, I went for another unexpected bot lane gank. And this time,
Já, ég er ekki með allt í, tala ég er að hófra. Hún er fyrst, hún er
Go,
fyrst.
go. Nice.
Ég er á leiðinni. Slow, við getum. Ekki nice.
Þetta er bara...
we got it. That kill gave us exactly what we needed to start setting up vision around the upcoming dragon.
Svo kem ég.
Hæsa spana þegar dregin spana.
Top lane er missing.
Við ættum að reyna að one-shota, ég held að Sion ætti bara að koma. Við komum bara að fight,
Let's go.
Sion. Reyndu bara ekki að vera one-shotar, Mákai, þú ert ulta.
Bara
Við
últa
getum Sion
núna, sko.
ultað í gegnum hér.
But our plan didn't go quite as smoothly as we hoped.
Við erum að jar...
Nice.
Bara hit front... Oh,
Sæn, við erum að koma okkur.
Ég gáði þetta.
Nice. Þetta er gott. Það er fínt.
They were smart enough to realize my ultimate was down and they forced a fight around it. But we managed to walk away with the kill and the dragon. And honestly, we still felt confident. We weren't going to let them just walk all over us in our own jungle.
Þetta er playable, hann er no flash.
já.
Tala ég getur komið. Tala ég á leiðinni.
We chunked them, so we started setting up around the Herald. And as Zaheen started moving, I called for my Scion to get ready to ult to the river.
Ég byrja ekki að positiona þig til að ulta.
Ég ger það fyrir ulti í kringum það.
Ég vil bara
Bara
ulta,
one-shota.
þú eru komin í range, ulta.
Ég komin í reyns.
Ég er alltaf.
No flash.
Sæn í bak, sæn í bak.
Tala ég, nice. Sign, flank.
Sæn í bak, sæn í bak.
Sign.
Nokka hana.
Hann fæsir hann.
One shot.
Nice. Ok,
Fer þú top, ég fer bot.
But it felt like every time we made a great play, a bad one followed. The nerves were getting to me. I was getting too excited, trying to force plays instead of waiting for the right moment. And against a team with this much experience, those mistakes get punished immediately.
Talía er einhvers þar hérna.
Very
Ég
slow.
er að fara að tala líf.
Ok, ég er opnum með. Sæðin var
Wait,
tippið.
Sign TV, sign TV. Spil slow, spil slow. Ég er ekki hérna.
Smá frá.
Ég dör.
Reyna að koma okkur.
From here, things started to fall apart. We had good ideas. We knew what we wanted to do, but we just weren't executing them fast enough, and our coordination just wasn't there.
Þeir náðu CC. Þeir eru allir hérna. Þið fendur bara
Ásta
ekki
mig.
þegar.
Nei.
Þeir eru þannig að gaupa.
Okay, big.
Even so, we were making them work for it.
Ég held að við töfum með
Í-
Oh wow, det är actually connected. Oh. My bad.
Dröm hann. Náður svo.
Ég kommer.
Nice.
Okay.
Despite the massive goal difference, we refused to just sit in our base and wait to lose. We went for another crazy timing around the dragon.
Við erum bara að rusha þetta. Spila fyrir
Já.
fight. Komi, ekki pusha mid. Kom, Dóra.
Okay.
Okay, ég er slut.
Við erum allt út. Nei, nú últaði, sagði hann.
At this point, we genuinely thought we could still bring the game back. Our champions were strong, and we had already shown that we could find openings against them. So we went for another unexpected play.
Við gætu overchasea.
And
Leið mér að koma þér.
Ég var að reyna að one-shota hérna.
Yeah.
Já, ok.
Yeah.
Never mind. Fight.
Snortið reynir svo.
Nei, Kajsa er í flankinu.
it just didn't work. In the moment, I really thought it was a good opportunity. But I hesitated. And that hesitation was enough. Looking back, I really think this game was winnable. If we just played with a little more confidence and a little more patience, I think we could have really taken it. But going toe-to-toe with a team as highly ranked as Portugal was an honor in itself. Obviously, we were disappointed. But there was one very important detail I hadn't mentioned yet. This qualifier was double elimination. We weren't out. All we had to do was take everything we'd learned from this game, leave the nerves behind, and play our hearts out in the next one. It was do or die, and our coach had a few words of wisdom going into the next game.
I just want to say that we're in the losers bracket now. We have nothing to lose. We didn't have anything to lose before. We have nothing to lose now. We already talked about last game. Like, we played really well. We just need to have confidence here. And what better comp to do that than with this one? This is our bread and butter. All right, guys? Like, let's have a good game. All right?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's have a
Vamos.
good game.
We got this.
Good luck, guys. No regrets with how we play. No regrets. Send it.
Play full aggro. I like it.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Our lower bracket matchup was against Malta. Now, Malta is a small country, but they do have a bigger population than Iceland. I mean, most countries do. And all their players have competitive experience in the UK League, and their AD carry even played for Nord. You might know Nord as the rivals of Lost Retones when they were playing in the NLC. So they definitely had a lot more competitive experience than we did. And to go over their roster, they had Gruntless in the top lane, Jar in the jungle, Dracker in the mid lane, Hydo as their AD carry, and Aconic as their support. Since this game was do or die, we went for the team comp that we had practiced the most, which was a full team fight team comp. The team comp is built around the core of Rumble, Talia, Vi, as these champions have really strong ultimates together and combos. And for the bot lane, we just picked a melee engage support and an AD carry that could scale with us. The game started off pretty normally. Both junglers were pathing towards bot, and with Vi, we knew our real strength would come once I hit level 6. So rather than contesting the first scuttle, I recalled immediately.
Ég la Ricola.
Unfortunately, Darwin still managed to find a successful gank onto our bot lane.
Hann er að lukka bort.
Nei, hann getur svo.
But it wasn't the end of the world, because by recalling immediately, I had enough time to place a deep ward in his topside jungle before taking the top scuttle, and that ward paid off almost immediately.
En som trengte en veit han.
My Rumble had complete control of top lane, and I saw an opportunity.
Nei, henne.
Ég er bæðið eftir 10 sek.
Ég er að koma.
Manns Janna er missing.
Núna erum við full prime. Ég er að
Janna
koma.
bot, Janna bot.
Hver er hann?
Viltu spila hinn kampin líka?
Ef ég flasha á hann, getur við náð honum? Ég kan flasha.
Well. Well.
I traded flashes with Jarvan while taking 2 of his camps in the process. With him now behind, and Mia had an experience, the first dragon was almost guaranteed. Jarvan, desperate after running out of camps to farm, tried to gank bot lane again while still underleveled.
Min pæla henn. Han har flash. Ja. Vel gert.
All played.
Holy moly, þetta var sexy. Well played.
Ég er að koma. Allt í mig. Ég er að koma.
They managed to trade 2 for 2, and our mid laner died at the same time. It was getting messy, so I knew I had to do the opposite of what I'd done against Portugal. Don't force anything, just breathe, farm my camps, and wait for the next opportunity. Luckily, that deep ward I'd placed earlier gave me the information I needed.
Sjáu þið Jarvan. Ég er að reyna en veit að ég er bara að taka drekan.
After securing it, I hit level 6, and because the objective was already taken, I decided to use my ultimate immediately rather than holding on to it.
Look.
Unfortunately, it didn't work, and as I reset, I started making my way back towards bot lane, but Malta had already crossed into our jungle.
Tók blúmi. Sjáu Jarvan. No EQ. Hann er með ult.
Það er með manna.
Yeah.
Jarvan managed to find another kill, but this actually gave us an opportunity. Alistar was about to respawn. Jarvan had already used his ultimate, and mine was coming back up. So instead of panicking, we headed towards the Void Grubs immediately. Our mid laner died again,
No flash.
Såna bot.
but this time I was ready to punish it. Orianna had used her flash to escape my previous ultimate, and with the priority we had through top lane, we still managed to secure all 3 Void Grubs. At this point, we made a pretty important decision. We were going to give up the next dragon in advance. Even though we had our ultimates available,
Þetta var erfitt að spila drekan.
our bot lane simply wasn't strong enough to take a straight up fight around the objective this early. So instead of forcing a bad fight, we cross-mapped.
Kannski
Tilbúin.
betra.
Já. Oh my god.
Just before the dragon spawned, I moved into their topside with Rumble, and on top of the kill, I managed to take all 3 of Jarvan's camps. I was feeling myself again, but this time, I wasn't going to make the same mistake as before. I didn't need to fight, I just needed to keep taking everything they gave me.
Það sjá hvort þú getur drepa hann strax aftur eða...
Nei. Ég er að fara að vera geð sterkur fyrir Ríkola. Ég með tök á.
But Malta made their own play. They sent 4 people top lane to deal with our Rumble.
Shit, ég hugsaði ekki þetta.
But like I said, I wasn't gonna play into that. I took my own topside camps, then immediately crossed the map again with Rumble. Their entire team was overloading on one side of the map, so we took everything on the other side. And at this point, I was incredibly fed. So I decided it was time to start taking the entire map back with my team. The next dragon was getting closer, and it was time to show what this team composition could actually do.
Þessi er ekki flash.
Ok, þeir eru ekki búin að byrja. Við þurfum talju.
Þú var sem fyrst.
Ég típi bara.
Jó.
Okay. Okay.
Við blokka fyrsta. Out. Það byrjuð við það.
Sæja flash.
Chill.
Sæja nýr.
Chill. Ég er með ult fyrir re-engage.
Okay. Sæja.
Nice.
I go.
Keep it fine, man. That's 2 seconds here. You come through.
Ok, chill. 10 sekundir, við þurfum að Ríkola.
After a great fight, I ended up overextending again. But it was still favorable for us. Because Malta couldn't get back to the dragon before we regained control of the map, we went straight back for it.
Þeir eru að býja eftir Sæjót, þannig við getum starta þessu núna.
Já, við starta þessu.
Viljum eiginlega draga þetta út, held ég. Komum út.
Sen er okkur burt frá.
Ég drapa.
Best. Maður har defenda mid.
Þetta er okkar. Viljum?
Now all we had to do was defend their herald play.
Mætti vera no flash.
Þeir eru að fara að góða mid.
Holy shit.
Jesus, nice.
Okay, retake top side.
But then, after chunking my Sivir, Malta did something crazy.
Þeir eru að starta
Þeir
bara.
fara að byrja.
Já, ekki pusha mid. Þessu lower þetta, ok, 10k.
Alla daginn.
Ég held við þurfum að fæta.
Það er að koma.
Ég er bara orri.
Yeah. Ég með kombo eftir 2 sek, ég fyrir orði líka. Það er bara yfir. Ok, bara. Þurfum ekki eftir orði.
Katta og Baron.
Það er pusha.
Já,
Restum
fyrir Baron.
5 for 0. We got the ace and we got the Baron. Finally, it felt like everything was clicking.
30 drega. Ok, Ram Talia bot, allir aðri mid.
Then they tried to catch us off guard as we approached the next dragon, even though we had Baron.
20 sekundur, ok, kannski riski Talia að fara ánga. Þú ert kannski bara, tökum bara mid prio. Þeir eru að lukka, desperate. Sjáu sinsa, sjáu.
Ég með últið til 4 sek.
Hann er að fara að últa inn, með orri-ult kannski.
Já.
Þetta er all good. Tökum bara drega.
Bara control.
But we were patient.
Já, verið saman.
Já.
Ok, mid tower, við erum að defenda. Við þurfum ekki að forsa.
Until we weren't.
Eller bara ward. Þeir eru að lukka.
Ég er í Narni, by the way. Ég kemst aldrei inn í fight.
Ég kemst ekki inn. Já, bara beig.
Out.
Our Baron play got ended almost immediately. But we didn't let it phase us.
Já.
Já, þessi Janna er bara að face-checka mig, by the way.
Spilum.
Eitt annan bara.
Æ. Ég fer á Jarvan.
Nice.
Sion er að teleporta eða hvað var þetta? Base.
Chaseaði bara.
Nei, Jarvan.
Ég er að pusha mid.
Já,
All good.
beint inn í mig.
Push him, cuttum það off hérna.
Þetta með mér.
Their mistake had put us right back on track. And yet, we kept getting too excited.
Sæjan er að mötta mig. Ég tek eitt wave og...
Pasta.
Nei,
Þeir eru að
Jú, þeir eru
close,
að hlaupa.
Últaðu út. Já, við ætlum að counter close ekki... All good. Það er últa.
But I was fed and confident. I wasn't gonna give them another chance.
Mér finnst ég nota pali út til að cutta off. Það getur við lappað inn.
Já.
Get ég
Það er bara
engage
splitta
á orði,
upp,
by the
eða?
way. Get ég engage á
Bara. Já.
Sorry.
Þeir eru á dregar á þau.
Náum
Þeir fara bara.
Já, spilum bara bara.
Smitti bara.
Once again, we found ourselves in a position to siege their base with Baron. And then...
Það er sló.
Ég veit ekki hvernig stík ég er. Þið getur verið týst af mig, eða ekki?
Ok.
Ég er tilbúin
Talia
að
getur
orsa.
kannski...
Ó.
Go.
My support's computer crashed.
Hvað er nættir?
Ok.
After we finally reconnected, we realized the crash wasn't even the worst thing about the situation.
Já, ok.
Vá.
Bara out.
Our AD carry was dead. Our Baron push was going to be delayed again, but we didn't panic. We waited
Þeir eru að lukka á okkur, by the way.
Þeir eru að reyna að spila.
and played patiently.
One-shot hann er gauð.
Æ. Ég næði ekki að droppa. Býta.
Out.
Þeir voru ekki með, bro. Fuck, ég misti vision á honum.
And just like that,
Killum bara.
Þeir eru góða.
Ég er að vera komin.
Sivir was back.
Ég er komin.
Ekkert orði að orði.
Winnable. Ég fór að sæði.
Ég með það.
Ég er uppið.
Ég er með base TP.
Ok, ég á skikkum á orði.
Ég er með J.
Turnu.
Holy push.
Nice.
Reynda að lifa. And
Nice.
Push
Er þetta...
bot, push bot.
Another ace, but there was a problem. We didn't have enough time to end the game. We couldn't even finish their inhibitor turret.
Bara out held ég.
Still, the game was slipping further and further out of Malta's control. And as the 5th dragon spawned, we fought for mid control.
Þeir eru að lukka eitthvað.
Já, þeir eru
Þannig
með
er
bossa.
ekki með þeim, by the way.
Ekkert úrveld.
Þetta er bara...
Gerum midway aftur, ekki gefa þeim.
Tryggi.
Heldur ekki.
Þeir bara, þeir pusha
Ok,
mid.
þetta er bara...
Þeir geta ekki kontesta þetta,
Nú
þeir hafa
getur
ekki
ekki
frætt
frekar.
lengur. Og Rihanna var að fæpa top, sko.
Já,
ég líka lengra.
ekki lappin í botside jungle, topside jungle.
And we secured the Chemtech soul. Slowly, we were pushing our lead, but as we moved to take back control of our topside jungle, they sprung their trap.
Þeir eru að lukka á
Er
mig.
mér með þér?
Getur við one-shot the Jarvan? Fyrst low.
Það
Ég
segir
sagði. Sæja. Nice.
Push mid, bro.
We did it. We aced them again. But the fight happened so far away from their base that we weren't even sure if we could
Þeir
end.
eru að taka inn í bara.
Loki, við höfum bæði allt fyrir Rihanna spawn.
But at this point, we had to try.
Reynum enda. Það ekki.
Jú, let's go. Ég geti ult þegar líka.
Ég er low. Bara one-shot Orri,
Þetta er just not the flag. Not the flag.
Bara einn meitur.
Fucking go!
Yes!
Holy shit.
Vel gert, boys.
Frá Ísland.
Þetta var bengið.
Holy!
Nah.
Glory to the motherland!
Já,
Wow.
ég er ennþá að titra, sko. Fuck.
Bro, ég er rándjóks að ditra.
Ég fór að drekka alltaf líka og fíl.
Þetta sjá.
Let's go, boys! Let's go! Let's go. Good shit, guys. That's how we do it.
Iceland wins! Better Iceland wins!
True.
Alright.
Oh my god!
Generational.
Dude, Alexa, we're all fucking shaking, dude.
Let's fucking go!
I could tell.
I am too!
When it started getting real and when we wiped out on the Baron, we're like, oh shit, we can win. And then everyone started like, you know. But, I mean, the team fights were clean. The calls on when to hit Xayah was clean. Good job, guys.
Shout out to the
I
70
mean-
people watching Team Iceland, guys.
Let's go.
This is an unheard of number of fans for Iceland. As
That might be the whole
we
population.
do have a
in this chat
population
right
of
now.
3 people and a polar bear.
Despite being the least experienced team and from the smallest country in the tournament, we won a game, and pretty handedly at that. But since we won, we were up against our toughest challenge yet, Great Britain. And the reason why is because they had multiple former professional players. We were up against Shikari in the top lane, White in the jungle, Best Zed in the mid lane, Deadly in the bot lane, and Kasing as their support. Now, I'm not gonna go to name every team these guys have played for, but I'll just show you their team history. Army Corps, Fnatic, TSM, Vitality, Misfits, LDLC, to name a few. And the cherry on top is their mid laner, BZ, a streamer who is also top 30 challenger, 3400 LP, and his name's not a joke, he is the best Zed. For the draft, by the way, the 3rd game in a row where Lilia is banned. They knew to ban Vi after last game, which was fine because I still had Jarvan. And he does have a good synergy with Rumble. And we picked Senna because she was really powerful in this patch. Then we just rounded out our team comp with another strong team fighter in Rel and Ari as an overall powerful mid laner.
Alright boys, let's do it.
The game instantly started off differently from the previous 2. Against Pantheon and Braum level 1, there wasn't much I could do besides accept the fact that map was gonna get split.
Split map, it's all good.
But this was much more dangerous for our bot lane.
Hérna.
Britain started stacking a wave, timing it with Pantheon's level 3.
Pantheon bot. Nice.
We managed to trade kills, but our AD carry lost all of that experience under tower.
Raptorunni mínir að respawna. Pantheon hjá mér.
Bra með þetta bot.
Þetta Róma hérna RL.
Ég með EQ bráðum.
Ég ekki með manna.
Ég að koma bot side. Ég og Pantheon. Ég að koma.
Ég spilur.
Pantheon hér. Pantheon með flash. Það var Pantheon.
Já.
W soon.
Blokka fram.
My read was good. I countered Pantheon and covered my bot lane, but that flash was not worth it. I should have been happy taking his flash for free and looking to punish it later. So I went back to farming, but we were struggling everywhere.
A rough tímasetning support og junglin að verða hér.
Damn.
And with Pantheon and Braum constantly showing up, it felt like I had barely any room to make a
Þeir
play.
veita mig.
Já.
Þeir veita
Er
mig.
það
Það er Pantheon ríkulega. Hann gæti ult á topp. Mér langar að abúsa no flash botlinn hjá þeim en ég þarf að fullcleara fyrst. Pantheon ultaði topp. Þau döður.
Já. Ég vil ég að veita. Pantheon er það topside.
Vil ég það bara taka þetta?
Já, ég er að taka dregan.
We managed to secure the first dragon, but honestly, it didn't feel like a win.
Það er ekki mikið sem ég get gert. Pantheon getur að koma bort.
We were getting pressured everywhere, and I still hadn't found an opportunity to use my ult. Then, this kill happened,
Flasha Kali.
Oh, whoa. Well played, holy shit.
and it was devastating. They now had complete control over our bot side jungle, but I spotted Braum in bot lane. With my mid laner having teleport, I thought we could finally have an opportunity to fight back.
Ég TP eftir þér. Ég með ult að Kali, ég ekki með mikið, sko. Aron aldrei lóta. Nær ekki múfa.
Það er að gera henni. Yeah, það er ekki átt að fara inn.
I was wrong. Pantheon destroyed me. And then Akali found Arya again.
Ooh, bro, okay. This... fuck. Okay, good.
Nice.
Big.
And just when I thought I finally had a moment to breathe,
Ryan veita mig.
Við erum á leiðinni. Það er hér á leiðinni líka.
Já. Þetta er gott, eða?
Ná Braum bara.
TP, þetta er Orn.
Ekki gott.
Mjög gott.
Orn TP push þetta. My bad, ég gríp það.
every fight just felt off. Felt like we weren't dealing enough damage. We couldn't take a clean fight. And I knew that if we kept playing standard, we'd just slowly lose the game.
Jesus.
Ég er að fara að tapa öllu topsetinu mínu ef ég fæ ekki rel og cheese hann eða eitthvað. Þetta er rel rumble til að cheese hann. Lær hérna, herra hérna. Oh, nice.
Okay, ég er komin.
Þetta drepa hann líka.
We managed to catch them off guard and get 1 foot back in the game. And we kept fighting.
Oljú.
Og Sams.
Þessu
Flasha Akali.
Nei,
Manna ekki.
Oh my god. Ekki grýta, Pantheon er múlt.
These fights gave us some confidence back, but we were still behind. We tried to cross map the dragon, but we couldn't even push our lanes or take Herald in time. So we backed off for now and just kept looking for good plays.
Nei.
Bro, ég er að koma mitt. 2v2, ég er að koma.
Nice.
fucking super.
It's all good.
Hey.
Good job, boys.
And Britain kept punishing every mistake we made.
Oh, shit. Ég gæti verið döður.
Hún er nógust, hún er
Ég
nógust.
er að teleporta mér aftan.
Fuck it, fættum við það.
Bottom ticket er
Nei,
líka.
ekki fætt.
Ok, bara át.
Ekki fætt.
Ég
Ok.
Ég meina, þið getur fættið ykkur meginn, kannski.
held að við erum ekki meira mikið damage.
Teleporta líka off turn. Ég er að missa alltaf mikið.
Ekki vera desperate.
Við erum með sannar skilling.
Ég er að spila að
Við
mid.
erum að kannski eftir þetta með.
Ég vil spila hér, ég er með úrslag til 10 sekundur.
Ég líka. Nei, ég er með úrslit.
No E og S-up, getur úrslað?
Já. Nota því. Æ.
Ok, out.
Then, just when it looked doomed, we saw an opening.
Ég hef ekkert að gera.
Mér langar að taka
Já,
1-2
bara.
fyrst áður við spilum.
Það er bara góð.
Ok. Ó,
Nice,
Brom
keep
líka.
going, forward.
Já.
Nice.
Þessum okkur
Ég
bara
er
ekki
alltaf úrslit fyrir
overcommita.
dreg.
Nice.
Insane Rumbulus.
Kelly.
Ok.
Orn er huge shutdown, by the way.
Ég hef ekki tók með.
Áfram.
Veik.
Nice.
Baron,
Nei.
Getum við ekki ekki bara
Ekki.
Mittar þetta bara.
Bara drega.
bail eftir þetta.
Þeir eru að pusha mid samt.
Ok.
Við erum að...
Það er bara...
En það komum
Við erum ekki með sannar.
Ekki að bara nokkaðu. Just chill.
But I messed up. I was looking for a short trade onto Pantheon, but instead, I baited my entire team into overcommitting with me, and Britain immediately capitalized.
Þetta er
Baron.
pantfullt í þér.
They found our rumble after.
Ó, það var að...
Baila á hann, ekki björgunum.
Ekki bæk mér.
Ég er kannski náða Kali hana. Ég sé hann.
We quickly traded the kill onto Kali.
Nice.
That wasn't enough to stop the siege. They were marching straight towards our base, and it felt like the walls were closing in. This might be it for Iceland.
They held.
En Asher.
Kannski.
Æsar.
Ég er á Asher.
Maður bara kæta tilbaka.
Já, kite out. Kali gætir með TP.
I managed to trade my life for Ezreal, shutting down their ability to poke us out. But the siege wasn't over. Then somehow,
Þeir geta reynd að engagea núna.
TP. Oh,
Hvað við engage á það bara?
Þeir eru með Rumble
no,
oft
við
á
fannst
þessa.
það. Pantheon
Já,
átt.
já.
Pantheon er að grípa.
Passa ykkur að Kali
Ekki
út gæti
meira.
skrifi. En þið getið fara áfram.
Brom. Nice.
Ætlar
Hann
að
er tjóð.
Hún er dauð.
Skilur okkar meira.
Ég heiti tvisar á Brom.
Ef þú nærð þeim,
Ég næði minn. Bara bróm.
Passa S, þú ekki.
Já, oh my god.
Ég með þá.
Ég pressure.
we wiped them. Our Senna was scaling. Our team fighting was strong.
That's all there.
For the first time in a while, it felt like we had a way back into the game. But there was nothing to take. No objectives, and no way to push the towers. So we had one job.
Rumble er tilbúin.
That's my breather.
And somehow,
Það er bara...
Play ekki betta.
Það kom.
I found myself overextended in the exact same spot again.
Kali frattan.
Það er bara
saman,
passa
ja.
ykkur að...
Þeir eru eiginlega að fara saman út. Já.
They saved the game, at least for the moment. Britain had Baron again, and somehow we needed another miracle.
Það stendur einhvað.
Við þurfum að gera hvað þetta.
Ég held að.
Við erum ekki búin að missa neitt, sko. Við erum að fá frí
Er það fæn?
farmina.
Allt er undir farin núna.
Þurfum að defenda þetta svo. Ok, nice.
Maður kæta tilbaka.
Orm... Þú notaði rauðdóltíðin.
Sjá Kelly.
Ah,
Let's try. Well,
það var close í smá. Þetta var close í smá. Það var skemmtilega að leika þetta.
Þetta var fucking gátt.
Sólekila næstu í BC set, bro.
Yeah, we were out of the qualifiers. As much as I hoped for a miracle run, it's always difficult when you're representing such a small country. But like I said at the beginning of the video, this story might not be over. August 16th is the deadline for the Solidarity Spot application, an opportunity for underrepresented countries that have qualified for a maximum of one game to play on the main stage in Riyadh. And Iceland hasn't qualified for any game. League of Legends will have one Solidarity spot, and if anything, This video is proof that despite our tiny population, we were hanging in there. In both our losses, there were sparks of brilliance, real chances of winning. I mean, in the last game, I really got gapped. And I'm supposed to be the best player on the team just based on rank and experience. But it seemed like they had all elevated their skill and played way past their levels in just a few weeks of practice. So if you want our story to continue, or you just liked the video, please share it around and let me know what you think in the comments below. And lastly, if you're still here, this is also a video to just show my commitment to improving my content creation. I'll be dropping higher quality videos every week, so subscribe.